Decision 2022 primary election results continue to come in tonight. We've been following the numbers since the polls closed at 7, with many of our state's top political jobs up for grabs. We are committed to bringing you balanced coverage, starting with the race for Arizona governor. Shelley Jackson is live in downtown Phoenix with the Democratic candidates. We'll check in with Shelley in just a moment. But first, Eric Fink is live right now from Kari Lake's watch party in Scottsdale. Eric, what's the atmosphere like there now?
Hi there, Sean. Things are tense here in this ballroom here in Scottsdale. Kari Lake had hoped to give a victory speech later on this evening, but right now the mood is quite tense. There are many supporters, as you can see behind me. This ballroom is packed. But right now, Kari Lake trailing in this race to her opponent, Karen Taylor Robson. We may not know a winner for quite a while. Robson has done very well, as expected, in the early vote. Remember, Arizona has nearly a month of early voting. Robson has done well in the early mail ballots. She leads this race by about 40,000 votes right now. The question is whether the election day vote, that is the day of vote, it's expected to heavily favor Kari Lake, whether that'll be enough for Lake to close the gap here and eventually overtake Robson. I just spoke to one of the campaign strategists here, and he says they are winning day of votes by more than 30 points. They still feel very confident that they can pull this out. Now, we have not yet heard from Kari Lake this evening. We did catch up with a campaign spokesman for Karen Taylor Robson earlier tonight. Here is what he had to say.
Look, we have come from a long way behind in this race, but elections are all about timing, and Karen's campaign is peaking at just the right moment. So we feel very strongly that this is going to be a close race and that ultimately we will come out ahead. Voters have a crystal clear choice in this race. You've got an authentic conservative with a track record like Karen versus somebody who is anything but an authentic conservative in Kari Lake.
Now, this race is expected to tighten tonight. We may not know a winner tonight. This race could go on until tomorrow or the coming days. Again, Karen Taylor Robson leading by about 8 percentage points, 40,000 votes, but that's a lot of the early vote. The campaign here, Lake's campaign, confident that she will win the day of vote by a comfortable enough margin to overtake Robson and win in the end. What will happen? We'll have to stay tuned for that. We are live tonight here in Scottsdale. I'm Eric Fink, News 4, Tucson.
All right, thank you, Eric. Robson leading right now, 49 to 41% in the vote against Kari Lake there, and we will certainly keep you updated. But right now, we're going to take you downtown in Phoenix, where Katie Hobbs has won the Democratic nomination for governor in a big margin here. News 4 Tucson Shelley Jackson has been following both candidates and joins us from Katie Hobbs' watch party. Shelley, what's going on there?
Well, Sean, as you said, it is official. The state's top election official, Katie Hobbs, will square off this November against the winner of the gubernatorial Republican primary. Now, we're at the watch party downtown. It's thinned out a little bit, but there's still quite a few of her supporters here, and as you can imagine, they're pretty excited. Going into this election night, she had been the clear favorite to win, with a recent poll placing her at winning about 75% of the Democratic vote over her challenger, Marco Lopez. And with 65% of the precincts reporting, Hobbs has about 74%. Now, Hobbs has campaigned on strengthening education and affordable housing in the state, as well as making it easier to vote. She said she will kick off this next phase of her election with the Solutions Can't Wait tour that will address issues like education, the water crisis, and affordable housing. Now, Hobbs' children introduced her on the stage tonight, and this is what she had to say.
Because the people threatening our democracy, our state, and our personal freedoms aren't just banging at my door, they're banging at Arizona's door to take over our state and any sense of normalcy that we have left. I can say this unequivocally as the Secretary of State. It's time to move on from the 2020 election.
So Hobbs will go on to face either the Trump-backed Kari Lake or the candidate Karen Taylor Robson, backed by former Vice President Mike Pence and Arizona Governor Doug Ducey. Live from Phoenix, Shelley Jackson, News 4 Tucson.
Thank you.